Good morning, my brother fans. It is Friday, September 24th, and I just lost a 10-minute recording. I didn't lose it. It's recorded, but in order to fix it, I would have to download it and add on an ending, and I'm not going to do that, so we're just going to redo this morning, and maybe we'll talk about other thoughts on the show tomorrow, because I don't have as much time now to talk about everything I talked about earlier. So, let's do a short recap, which some of you will be going like, yay, get to the guts of it, Mike. We watched Xavier get evicted. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? It was definitely a blindside. Xavier got evicted. I would definitely recommend watching it if you haven't watched last night's show. If you have, you might go want to watch it again. It might be worth watching one more time. It did get a little bit uncomfortable as Xavier kind of got super personal, Kylands got super personal with Xavier in bringing up Xavier's nephew, whose name is Kobe. Don't forget, or for those of you who don't know, Xavier's brother passed away, I think within the last year, as I recall, and he had a son named Kobe, and Xavier has been trying to fill in some of those roles of his brother, and Kylands and Xavier had talked a lot about Kobe, and raising him or helping raise him and kind of setting a good example. And that's why Kylands went there and kind of insulted Xavier by mentioning Kobe and things like that. And it really ticked off Xavier. That's what that was all about last night. Maybe with that information, you go back and watch it and you'll realize how really nasty things got there for a few moments before Julie finally got them to leave. All right, so most dramatic eviction in quite a while? Oh, yes, in my opinion. Matter of fact, I was saying on my other recording, I don't recall the last time, if ever, Julie had to kind of say, you need to leave now before things got too heated. Now, someone's going to tell me that, oh, don't you remember this one? But you know what? 23 seasons plus the 2 seasons of Celebrity plus Big Brother Over the Top. No, I don't remember them all at this point. I'll probably remember them if someone reminds me of it, but I ain't going to remember all of those evictions. So, that's what happened. Kylands got evicted. They recorded the memory lane thing that'll be shown last night, and then they went in the backyard, and it was the marionette kind of head of household competition where they stand there and hold on to strings and keep their balance and get raised and lowered and bopped around. And apparently Derek went out first. I don't know if he went out early, but he went out first. That's not shocking because that would be a very difficult competition for someone of his size, even though Jackson won it. Did he not win it? No, wait, did he win it? Well, he lasted an extremely long time. Much longer than any of us expected at that time. And so, yeah. Anyways, point is, guess who won it, folks? Yes, Xavier won it. The feeds came back, I think around 10:30 or 11 p.m. Big Brother time. Like, we're talking 1:30 in the morning, 1:45 in the morning. And Xavier had won it. So Xavier has won part 1. That means that either Derek or Azah will win part 2 because they are the only two competing in it. And that part 2 will probably happen on Saturday. I don't remember exactly when. I don't have this happens once a year, and they change it, and we just go on what happened the previous year, and I just don't remember what happened the previous year in this case, whether it was Saturday or Sunday. Probably Saturday, just so they can get the editing out of the way, and then they'll sit around until Wednesday. And they may even cut the feeds off relatively early. I don't remember when they cut them off last year. Xavier Xavier is going to go on to part 3. It'll be either Azah or Derek, depending on who wins the next competition that will face him on Wednesday night. I'm going to guess Xavier will win, but you know what? It's a crapshoot. It's possible Xavier may not win. If Xavier doesn't win, he shouldn't go to the finals. I wouldn't think either Azah or Derek would think they could beat him. And I wouldn't think there's a loyalty there to take him to the end. So I really shouldn't say Xavier's a lock to win, because he does have to beat them in a probable quiz. Although, didn't they change it up last year? It used to be the what did they say next kind of a thing. But I'm not sure that's what it'll be. I can't remember what the competition was last year. And once again, I ain't going to look it up right now. Maybe I'll look it up later, because we got 5 days until the finale. But point is, Kyland is gone. Xavier has done as much as he can do besides win part 3 on Wednesday night. And if he wins that, he wins. If he doesn't, he may not make the finals, and it may be Derek versus Azza for $750,000. I mean, in some ways, that would almost be appropriate for this season, because the cookout had it so easy, and they brought those two along, and for one of them to win the show when they really didn't do a whole lot of work, in my opinion, would be appropriate. Now, Derek, by the way, one last note, does feel that he's responsible for the cookout forming, and I don't know how much he's been adamant about this. But he was talking to Azza last night about, who he brought the idea of the cookout to. So while Tiffany is, the mastermind of the way the alliances were formed, it is Derek that feels he formed the cookout, which is probably one of the reasons that he is so adamant that he's been running this game. All right, so that's what I got, guys. I got to go. Since I killed my last recording, I now have limited time. Have a good Friday, and I'll probably talk to you guys tomorrow now, because I think I have a few more thoughts, if not tomorrow then Sunday, about last night, specifically about the exit and the drama and all that stuff. All right, take care. Thank you again for listening. We're almost there, folks. We're almost at the end. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.